5 styles of parenting and their effects. What if the single biggest predictor of your child's future success isn't the school they attend or the genes they inherit, but the unspoken emotional weather inside your home? It sounds dramatic, but decades of developmental science show that how we balance rules and relationship shapes the brains and futures of our children. Back in 1966, pioneering psychologist Diana Baumrind published a groundbreaking study showing that discipline isn't inherently harmful. Instead, she argued that the secret lies in combining firm standards with warm, open communication. So, where do you fall on this spectrum? Let's look at the 5 primary parenting styles and how they map out. Imagine 2 invisible dials on the wall of your home. One for warmth and responsiveness, and one for rules and expectations. First, there's the authoritarian parent. Here, the rules dial is cranked to 10, but the warmth dial is near 0. It is the classic my way or the highway approach. Children in these homes learn to obey. But a large-scale study of 10,000 teenagers by researcher Susie Lambourne and her colleagues in 1991 revealed a hidden cost. While these kids often do well in school, they frequently struggle with self-reliance and carry higher levels of internalized anxiety. Next, let's flip those dials. What happens when warmth is at 10, but rules are at 0? This is permissive parenting. These parents act more like friends than authority figures, offering endless love but no boundaries. While these children grow up feeling loved, research shows they often struggle with self-discipline and managing frustration when the real world says no. But what if both dials are turned down to 0? This is the uninvolved or rejecting neglecting style. In 1983, researchers Eleanor McCoby and John Martin expanded parenting research by officially classifying this 4th group. These parents are emotionally detached and demanding of nothing. The effects here are the most challenging, often leading to lower self-esteem and higher rates of behavioral issues, because children need a secure anchor to explore the world. Now, let's look at the gold standard, authoritative parenting. Here, both warmth and rules are set high. You set clear boundaries, but you explain the why behind them and listen to your child's perspective. In 1989, researcher Lawrence Steinberg and his team proved that this balance directly builds psychosocial maturity in adolescents, fostering a deep sense of personal drive and confidence. But there is a 5th style that takes this a step further, democratic parenting. In 1991, Diana Baumrind identified this style, where parents are warm and highly supportive, but they actively share decision-making power. Instead of just setting the rules, democratic parents sit down with their kids to negotiate boundaries together. This teaches negotiation, mutual respect, and problem solving. But here is a fascinating twist. Is there a universal parenting style? In 1994, researcher Ruth Chow challenged the Western model. She showed that in Chinese families, high parental control doesn't mean cold dominance. Instead, it is rooted in Guan, a cultural concept of training, deep devotion, and love. This tells us that parenting isn't about copying a rigid checklist. It is about understanding the cultural and emotional context of your family. At the end of the day, your child does not need a perfect parent. They need a present parent. The best parenting style is not a fixed script, but a dynamic relationship where you guide with boundaries and hold with unconditional love. If you found value in this breakdown and want to join a community of parents and educators striving to grow every day, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with someone who is doing their best to raise the next generation. Let's keep learning together.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Parenting 001 for practical parenting tips every week.